Yo, man, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy CJ Clutch, man. So look, today we got another Trap Lil Ross video, man. So let's see what he got to say about Youngboy dissing, Pooh Shiesty, King Von, and claiming some more murders. Let's get straight into it, man.
Trapmore gang, Youngboy has just dropped a couple of new songs and he's dissing everybody. I'm not gonna lie, I caught disses for Pooh Shiesty, for NLE Chopper, for King Von, maybe even for me personally. But what's really crazy is after I did a video claiming that Youngboy had 19 bodies, he had allegedly had 19 people knocked off in his city, right? And everybody had their panties in a twist. It seems like Youngboy has basically just confirmed that he has indeed had a whole bunch of people knocked off in his city with specific references to specific murders in this music video. And I feel like I'm finally vindicated, okay? Because I was right. Youngboy's just confirmed everything I said was right, right? This is the song Creep Up On Ya, all right? I'm going to be careful what I show you. But basically, the whole premise of this song, he's got this gorilla character. And if you didn't know, okay, that's clearly a reference to the beef between the Top Boy and Bottom Boy gorillas, all right? The two, I guess, gorilla-themed gangs that operate in Baton Rouge that Youngboy has allegedly been a part of, as far as the Bottom Boy gorillas, and then the Top Boy gorillas was Fredo Bang and G Money's crew. But there's also, and just for the record, okay, this is a dramatized scene. This isn't a real dead body on screen. These are actors and fake blood, all right, for a music video scene. But he's got, all right, let me move myself up here, okay. He's got two bodies laid out on the street, having been knocked off by this gorilla character, right? Two guys, they out here walking, they get caught up by the gorillas, and they get knocked off and left dead on the street, on the floor, all right, side by side. Now, this is a reference to a real-life murder that did actually happen that I touched on in my previous video, okay? And not only that, okay, over here on the lyrics of Creep Up On Ya.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court.
Gotta be back on them timing, man.
Youngboy's making it very clear. He says, that's some boys out of 4K Trey. They just left a murder scene. Speak up on me. I'll run down on you. My little bro just hopped out to shoot his Drake about all that shit you said about me. So he's confirming that 4K Trey really do be catching bodies on his behalf. He's really confirming that these dudes did get knocked off, all right, for talking smack about Youngboy. And what's even more crazy, okay, this all correlates to all the shit I was saying in my documentary. So obviously this is the TBG Top Boy Gorillas and the BBG Bottom Boy Gorillas. So that's what the reference is. This is actually a thumbnail from one of my old clips, I believe. But anyway, he's just talking wildly. It's self-incriminating, all right? So look, when it comes to these two bodies that are just left laid out here, I'm gonna move myself up to this corner. I think this is gonna be a better place for me to be for this video. This is all about a real situation that actually happened, okay? I covered this on my main channel, and this was basically a double murder of two young rappers who came from the Bleeders camp, who were at war with the Vultures, who were tapped in with the 4K Trey Alliance, all right? The murders of True Bleeder and Cliff outside the Mall of Louisiana. This is a real thing that happened, and he's referencing that in the video. Look at this. But their luck was about to run out, and on the 25th of February, while True Bleeder, Co-Bleeder, and some of their friends were leaving the Mall of Louisiana after a shopping spree, they were ambushed by what seemed like a planned assassination crew, who arrived with two cars and opened fire on the car of True Bleeder and the others, killing True Bleeder and his friend Cliff, real name Clifton Lindsay, on the scene, while injuring two others. And a gruesome video showing the aftermath of the hit was captured at the scene. Interestingly, look at the outfits. Look at the outfits. I know this is blurred, but you can see it's a white tee. Injuring two others, and a gruesome.
Ain't gonna lie, Tyron Ross just put two and two together, like that, boy. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back though.
Video showing the aftermath. You can see it's white tees captured at the scene. Interesting. Bruh, I haven't got to show you what's under that blur for you to know this is exactly what he's recreating in this video. Like, the self-snitching, the self-incrimination knows no bounds. Like, this is insane. You got to give it to Youngboy. He is not scared. He doesn't shy away. All right. He is claiming everything that's ever been said. 2 bodies specifically, all right? This is the only time out of all the 19 bodies that I claim that he's involved in. You can go and watch it in this video, 19 Murders for Youngboy, NBA's Top Killers. I broke it all down in a 2-hour video. But realistically, that's what this is a reference to. Interestingly, after this truly shocking incident, it wasn't the Vultures who were doing most of the dissing, but rather none other than Youngboy's 4K Trey crew personally. Youngboy's brother, B-Way Youngie, would post a story right after the incident saying LOL with a laughing emoji, and also seemingly trolling everyone by liking a tribute post made for Bleeder. B-Way had a very personal reason to hate True Bleeder, as he had allegedly been shot by him in the past. Baton, who had just been arguing with True Bleeder online a few months earlier, posted himself on Instagram listening to True Bleeder's music, and filmed himself walking in that mall of Louisiana while taunting how he can't go out like them other boys.
And I go out like them other boys. 3 deep, you hear me? So I said, nail to me some shoes. They got like, no, I got Tay with me, cause I can't go out like the other boys. Yeah, fake. Yeah, right. Taking Instagram. What's that, gangster? Yeah, I'm just lying. I am on location in that. Being the mall? Yeah, I'm being
4K Trey members would also reference the incident in their music. NBA Big B rapped in the song I Go, featuring P. Youngin, how they caught their op slipping and killed 2, but all of them should have died. Herm's entire verse on the song, Soul Snatcher with Big B, can also be seen as a reference to the killing of True Bleeder, as he raps how they got the drop up on them boys, and how the ops' friends had been crying on Instagram afterward, which seems to be a reference to the Bleeder's rapper 5'4" Don Dada. Herm also rapped how it was all fun and games when their ops were claiming the murder of his friend, which could be a reference to Marvin or Jug, but then the tables turned as Herm gave money to some young members to slide back, seemingly referencing the murder of True Bleeder and Cliff. Fans even speculated that Youngboy himself was referencing True Bleeder's murder in the song 4K Trey Baby, where he first states how his crew are killing or zipping their ops in the gang war before describing sending 30 shots through somebody's car door. Not just describing exactly what happened, but also seemingly taking responsibility for sending this hit, while the music video for the song begins with a scene that seems to portray 4K Trey member Who Gang D giving Youngboy's instructions to 2 masked up shooters, who then pull off a drive-by like the very one that killed True Bleeder. Then, in April 2022... So look, not only, this is the second time he's recreated this murder in a music video. This is absolute insanity. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in the rap game ever. Like, you're really out here recreating the double murders. Now, what's really interesting, okay, obviously he said that. He said, speak upon me, I'll run you down. All right, now, I've spoken on Youngboy quite a lot recently. I spoke on him for a whole 2 hours, I believe it was. Well, how long was it? It was a whole 1 hour, 57 and 50. It was even longer on Patreon, okay? So when he says, speak upon me, I'll run upon you, I might need to stay in the house for a little bit, okay? That's just is what it is. But elsewhere on the song, a lot of people believe he was actually dissing Pooh Shiesty, because he says in this one, right? Listen to this line. He says, I sent a bullet at his chin, knock off his face tat. I know this dude's sweet on 5. Now, you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with Mr. Dookie Shiesty? Well, what it has to do, he got a bullet tatted on his face, right? He got a bullet, I believe it's a 7.62. He'd be rapping about the 7.62s, okay? But not only that, all right, not only that, but basically, he rapped on this song in a line that now seems like it could have perhaps even been a diss towards Youngboy. He said, them teardrops played out, go get your favorite bullet on your face. He's talking about face tattoos, right? Them teardrops played out.
Bro, but that can be anybody. Do you know how many people? Do you know how many rappers got teardrops on their face? That could be to anybody. That could be to anybody. Literally anybody. It don't even gotta be specifically about YB. YB just made it specifically about him. And how he made it specifically about him is because that's probably the only line or verse he heard, and then he was like, I got a teardrop on my face. Or he didn't really, I don't even think YB got a teardrop on his face. So what I gotta do with YB?
Okay, a teardrop tattoo usually means you've killed someone. Shiesty says that's been overdone. Killer should get a tattoo of a bullet instead. And Pooh Shiesty has a 7.62 bullet on his face. Them teardrops played out. Now, Youngboy does have a litany of face tattoos. As far as I'm aware, he doesn't have a straight teardrop, but he does have...
Okay then. He got face tattoos, but not no teardrop. Okay then. So, again, what does that have to do with YB?
tattoos around his eyes that could be construed as looking a bit like teardrops. He's got a lot of coffins, okay? He's got a lot of different little tats that you could say, yeah, getting a face tattoo. Is it a teardrop? Not quite. This is obviously one of the most famous pictures of him going around, and he's got what looks to be like a shovel or a spade tattooed on his face for the Gravedigger Mountain thing, and he's got another tattoo here. I can't quite see that, and I don't know if that is a teardrop or if that's something else. But basically, Pooh Shiesty kind of letting it be known. He's saying, look, some of them face tattoos are played out, all right? Go get your favorite bullet on your face. Well, interestingly enough, in this song, obviously you got Youngboy talking about, I sent a bullet at his chin, knock off his face tat. I know he's sweet. Now, the reason why this might be him dissing Pooh Shiesty, obviously he says, I sent a bullet at his chin, and I'll knock his face tat off, and he's got a bullet face tat. That's a very specific target. But people are wondering, why would Youngboy want to diss Pooh Shiesty? Well, just last month, all right? Pooh Shiesty was on stream and he had a viral moment responding to the streamer Rakai, basically saying that he was 4K Trey, and he said he was frontlining for Lil Durk, and he's not tolerating that.
I'm 4K Trey.
Who? Rakai, what the fuck, man?
You said what?
You could ain't do it for him, cuz ain't no shit. Rakai, I'm finna call you right back.
Rouge, like,
I'm 4K.
So Pooh Shiesty acting like he frontlining for OTF and them, because he had the song Back in Blood with Lil Durk. It was his biggest hit of his career, probably made him rich. When he's driving 4 or 5 cars, you best believe that's probably a lot of that's coming from that song. And during the same stream, Pooh Shiesty took a photo with a fan who also claimed that they'd never heard of Lil Durk, and he called him out for that too.
If I get it, bro, I appreciate you. OTL, fuck is you talking about? Okay. Why you say it like that for? Come on, get your picture, man, before you get beat up. Oh. If I get it, bro, I appreciate you.
So he pressing women over it, over not knowing about OTF, not knowing about Lil Durk. And Pooh Shiesty would even also clap.
But that was just a joke, bro. That beat up part was just a joke, bro. Nigga try a little right. Okay. Me too, bro. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, that's just fake.
Clarify his loyalty was always with Lil Durk, even though Smirkio is locked up in jail. And Youngboy's out here. Everyone's trying to clout ride Youngboy now that he's back out. Pooh Shiesty said, nah, he's still over that side.
Who the hottest upcoming artist right now?
That's why I asked you who you been listening to the last few
Now
years.
we see the mo we gonna play.
I listen to it for show shit. Like, I don't fuck with Rollo. I don't fuck with Kevin Gates. I don't fuck with EST.
They
Ball.
telling us some folk right now.
These type nigga right here on for sure though. You know, Smurf. This shit right here through the whole bid. There's 5 motherfuckers out there.
Rodway, Drake.
Rodway.
So he said he was listening to Smirk, all right? Just ignore this caption. It says he doesn't F with Durk, but clearly he says he does.
Rodway, Drake,
This your top 5?
Yeah, Rodway, Drake, Shice, Rollo, and who my last one? It's on my Morgan Waller.
Who is that?
He a nigga from Nashville.
I'm hip to him, but
Yeah.
So, interestingly enough, right, following the release of Pooh Shiesty's comeback song FDO First Day Out, Youngboy would also react to it on live.
Who gives a fuck? That's what you niggas been waiting on.
Bro, why be just want to start some beef, twin? I swear, like, apparently you was waiting on it too if you listen to it. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Like, bro, nigga just want, but he just want to start stuff, bro. I ain't gonna care, like, why, man, okay, YB.
Well, all this, what you niggas been waiting on. Yeah, just stop. Who gives a fuck?
So he basically is saying, look, FDO, who cares? Is this really what you've been waiting on? You've been waiting for Pooh Shiesty to get out all of these years. Is this it? Is this really it? So this second verse, it has some lines in it that does make it seem like he might be aiming this part and maybe some of the chorus towards NLE Chopper, aka NLE the Great, aka NLE the Embarrassing. All right. He said in this whole verse, F it, you know that I'm thugging. I brought a brand new XD for you, shaving the back of the cutter, shaving the barrel of the shotty. Little kid, we done caught him in public. He done put his life on the line. Pluck him, blow a hole through him, get close on him, stand over him. Yeah. I got more hoes than him, more dough than him. I'm over him. Yeah. Sounds like that could be a reference to NLE Chopper. He said, I'm a blow. I don't know about them. N-word F with me, making sure you zip the F up. Because I don't know what you thinking, thug. But boy, you got me effed up. I'm not myself on mighty drugs. I'm telling you, bitch, test your luck. Now, it is likely, okay, it is likely that this is actually a reference to the incident where NLE Chopper claimed to have hopped out on some of Youngboy's homies, all right? And I believe it was in Houston. Apparently, he claimed that he actually had a gun on him and that he was ready to shoot. And it sounds like, I think this little thug line when he says, because I don't know what you're thinking, thug, but boy, you got me effed up. I feel like that could be basically a reference to NLE Chopper's kind of Tupac persona, his, you know, thug life. Obviously, that's something that Tupac went by, and he's really been trying to channel his inner Tupac.
Bang this out. I'm real.
He basically be doing his best Tupac impression in some of these disses, and obviously he kind of sampled or interpolated Tupac's "Hit 'Em Up" when he came to his diss song against Youngboy.
Check it out. Check it out, bro. That nigga, bro, I ain't gonna cap. NLE, he just Tupac. Well, from what I'm getting out of this, I don't know if it's true or not, but he looked up to Tupac growing up, and that's probably what made him start rapping. Tupac. That's probably his favorite artist when he was growing up. You never know why people do things, but I feel like NLE Chopper was trying to send a message to YB through, I wouldn't even call it it's a diss song, true, but it ain't even no type of killing us, nothing like that diss song, you feel me? Which he was holding, I ain't gonna even say that, because he was holding YB head while running, so I'm not even gonna say that. But he was definitely trying to send a message to YB with saying, bro, the youth basically look up to you. So stop what you like. Stop all the gangster persona, you feel me? Like, even if it probably ain't even persona, but just watch what you do, because the kids look up to you, bro.
Obviously, I think this incident, if you haven't seen it already, is basically where NLE claimed to have caught NBA Ben 10 and OG3 out in Houston, and he claimed that he had a gun and he was ready to shoot, and they just started filming.
Yeah. This nigga bought his police and shit.
For one, I don't do no type of police action. I don't get on him.
So look, that was the incident, all right? All right, so following that incident, this is kind of a trolling story that NLE Chopper put up, basically saying, me getting my baby toy. He was saying that he had his gun, he was ready to shoot at them, and basically they just started filming.
Why you ain't?
So that's him basically saying Ben 10 started filming. That's me getting my baby toy. All right. And Ben 10 just rose the camera phone and started filming him. Okay. And now Youngboy is getting back on his top, though. Another lyric in here that people think is referring to one of the murders is, of course, basically, I hit him. He ain't have fast feet. That makes some people think that he's actually talking about Boulevard Quick, one of the members of the Top Boy Gorillas that ended up getting killed in an apartment complex. And a lot of people believe that Youngboy is actually referring to Boulevard Quick in that lyric. And Youngboy also raps about bodies, 2 dead bodies on Channel 9. He's rapped in the past about, you know, Channel 9, Channel 2. Channel 9 in Baton Rouge has reported on the murders of Boulevard Quick and G Money. And once again, I did break that down in the doc that I did about
ending
Youngboy's
his
bodies.
August 2018 music video for the song Never Lacking by seemingly daring Youngboy and his crew to try and catch him.
Kill. That shot that nut in your mama. Pull up. Back. Come out here. You know, TBG Gorilla Gang, long live G Money. I'ma talk my shit. I don't hide behind money, cause I ain't got that much. So I'm in the field. You can't be, money must be counterfeit. You dropped the bag while I'm still breathing. I got breath in my body. Fake it, boy. Pull up.
But the last straw.
Yeah, that was famous last words, unfortunately.
Oh my God. That boy said, I got breath inside my body. Nigga, pull up. He asked for that.
And Boulevard Quick would end up losing his life. And, you know...
He did. He most definitely asked for that. He told him to pull up one too many times.
Youngboy be saying people aren't quick on their feet.
Then, on November the 26th, 2018, about 6 months after the murder of Big Dump, the Baton Rouge police would respond to Lakeside Villa Apartments just after 12:30 a.m. There, they would find 25-year-old Ashton Wells, aka Boulevard Quick, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, and he would be pronounced dead at the scene soon after. Although the news reports would acknowledge that Boulevard Quick was already the second TBG rapper killed in recent years, the authorities had no suspect or motive. Interestingly, some people who followed a subreddit about Baton Rouge culture, not necessarily its gang culture.
So, yeah, that's kind of the history there. And then, obviously, the last lyric that is disrespectful is basically this line. Who was 2 dead bodies on Channel 9? Who that was? Favorite rapper dead because of me. He's talking about King Von. All right. It says Youngboy's dissing King Von, who got in an altercation with Quando Rondo where he got shot.
But why be talking like he did it though? Tell my favorite rapper dead because of me. It's not because of you. You wasn't nowhere to be found.
Killed. Also, Youngboy and Von were beefing over a girl too. Favorite rapper dead because of...
Then not even just that. Why be the type of... Why? Like, don't get me wrong, bro. I be fire rapping, bro. But he mad about a girl. Trying to start beef over a girl. Like, bro, you knew she was going from the jump. From the rips. You knew she was going. And then y'all went in together, but you married and tripping about a female, bro.
Him. Realistically, Von is dead because of Youngboy. I'm not saying Von is a body of Youngboy's. I'm not saying Von had a hit put on him by Youngboy, but because of me, Von's a lot of people's favorite rapper. He was one of my favorite rappers, and he's dead because of the beef with Youngboy. That's just facts. Okay. So look,
bro, he really ain't even had no beef with YB. He was really he didn't even know nothing about YB beef. He was really had beef with Quando for real, cause Quando was talking behind his back. And you can't do nothing but respect it. Like, yeah, he chose the wrong decision to fight, but you know him and Quando was kind of cool. Well, this is what I'm thinking. I don't know if this the truth or not, but you know him and Quando was kind of cool. You feel me? So I guess Von like, man, I'm finna just punch on him a little bit, and then you feel me, going on about my day, cause I don't want to kill him, cause then he still had that ongoing case with Dirk. You feel me? So that would have just added more with the murder of Quando, which is added more on top of that case that he already had pending. You feel me?
But there you go, right? We're catching strays for Pooh Shiesty, dissing King Von, dissing dead people in Baton Rouge, like making fun of the double murder that happened. I mean, it is pretty out of control. So I do feel like Youngboy is really leaning into this gravedigger persona. I think for everybody that was butthurt talking about, oh, you're snitching, you're talking too much, he's in the music video, all right, recreating the double murder of True Bleeder and Cliff, all right, in the video for everyone to see. Youngboy's really on that, okay?
Man, bro, I'm not gonna watch all this, bro, but hey, y'all boys, let me know what y'all think. What motive y'all getting from this? And put it down in the comments. Let me know what the motive y'all getting from this, bro. It's your boy CJ Clutch, bro. I'm gone. Gang.